All right, I'm going live. Good morning, good day, good morning. Yes, I am live. Okay, you can see the dog toys down there. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, hold on. You can see a little bit better. Like that. Maybe. I'm trying to have it so you guys can see what I'm doing with the cutting because that's what's important. That's my organization. There we go. Awesome. You guys can see. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Miss Tanya. Can you guys hear me? Just wanted to make sure you can hear me. I thought you wanted to do the intro.
Oh yeah. Is it already on?
Yeah, we're live right now. I just turned it on. But I can scooch it up to you if you want me to go ahead and... Yes, they can hear me. Perfect. No, sweetheart, I need you to stop, please. Thank you. Can you, right here, get right in front of there now, I can swing it up to you. Ready? Dwight Jr. wants to say hi.
Hello.
Do you know what we're making today?
A bag.
No, a baby quilt.
Oh.
It's a very easy baby quilt for Miss Angie.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, guys.
Can I get an ice cream pop now?
Go ahead. Need to set it up so you guys could see, but then at the same time I can cut. Okay. So just to give you guys a little bit of information about different types of fabrics that you can use for making a quilt. So obviously a quilt cotton is what we're looking for. The particular fabric we're using right now is going to be this. And I cut it to 3 inches by 11 inches. So that means for the width of the fabric, I get 4 cuts. I'm going to be subcutting this down again. But I just wanted to show you an example of what I meant by that when it comes to yardage. So if you're buying yardage at the store, this is how it looks, right? So this is a yard. And then what I do is I take it and it comes off the bolt like this, where this is the folded side and these are the 2 salvage ends. So what I like to do is fold it again one more time, right? Make it nice and flat. You can press it if you would like to, okay? And then I don't cut any more than 4 layers at one time, especially when you're first getting started. Just a second. So what I do here is I line this up to a line on my board, just like that. And then I like to square up this side here. So what squaring up means is you just take your ruler and you line it up with the board on your lines. So right now I'm just taking off 1/4 inch. I'm lining it up so then that way I'm taking the measurement from the board itself, lining up my 1/4 inch mark to that line right there, which is really helpful when you have these colorful rulers because then it doesn't look like black on black, because a lot of times when you're working on with a lot of quilting rulers, they're just black and white. See? So a lot of times the black marks don't quite show up on a black background. So what I do now is, oh, actually that's not the right one because I just replaced my blade. Okay, so this is my replacement blade. There we go. After you finish like cutting up an entire quilt, I always recommend that you get a new rotary blade, because what happens is your rotary blade isn't sharp and then you end up having a dull one, and then you're really trying to like really push to kind of get through it, and that's when things happen. That's when your fingers slip or your hand slips and things like that. So you don't really need to have so much pressure on this thing that it's not cutting. So just to let you know. All right, so I have done that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler and move it over, and you can have this be however wide you want it to be. So if you want it to be more of a chunky block, you could do that. So for example, if I wanted to make this particular block, let's say the entire width of this ruler, which is 5 inches, and I think that's a good size. So if I go like that, I'm going to line it up down here with my folded edge down here, my straight line here, so you can see how everything is kind of straight, right? And then you're going to hold it down and go down. What I'm doing is I'm pushing with my shoulder, not my wrist. My shoulder is a lot more consistent than my wrist is. So you just want to get your body weight into it, and you shouldn't have to push it too hard. Okay, so then this is a 4-inch block, right? So this is going to be a 4-inch brick. Okay, so you would do that all the way around, all the way down. I'm not going to do it on camera today because I want to show you how to do different types. Okay, so let's say we'll do that, and I'll finish cutting that up later. And then what I do after I've done all of my cuts for the yard, and just depending on how many colors you want is dependent on what yardage you're looking for. I say a good number is like a half a yard of maybe like 4 or 5 prints would be just colorful enough, but not so overwhelming. So then now you can do your blocks however you'd like to. So if you wanted to, you could just come over here and just take a really, really slight little sliver over here and just take off the folded edge, right? And then over here, there's also another fold. So I want to take off my selvage. Again, line it up with the ruler on the table. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. You guys can't see that as well. Okay, how's that? Is that a little bit better? Okay, so you're lining it up with the line on the cutting mat itself. Then you're taking your ruler and you're lining it up against the line on the table, making sure it's straight. Another way you can tell it's straight is if it's right on a diagonal line and it goes into a 45-degree angle. Okay, I'm not worried about that little bit of white there because I have a 1/4 inch seam allowance, so that's not going to get into my seam. But that's all the waste we have for that block. Okay, so that's how I did these blocks here. This fabric here was a little wider. It was a 54-inch wide fabric. This was a 44-inch wide fabric. So that's just the difference between the two. So you would just do that with 4 to 5 different prints, and you have your blocks. So these are what I call brick blocks. Okay, so let's go ahead and set that aside. Now, if you have fat quarters, so this is a fat quarter bundle. Okay, and I got this from Missouri Star Quilt Company. I love Missouri Star Quilt Company. I feel like they have the best prices online and just a wide variety of fabrics. So this is a batik line from Robert Kaufman, and it's just different batiks. Okay, so you can see it's just different batiks right there. Give me a quick second. I want to put some background music on for a second because my daughter's singing in the other room, which is totally fine. I just don't want her feeling self-conscious about it. There we go. Okay, just as a little background. All right, so when we have what's called fat quarters. So a fat quarter is a half a yard of fabric cut into a quarter. So normally if you just you ask for a 1/4 yard at the store, they're going to give you 9 inches. Okay, this is wider than 9 inches. See that? This is wider than 9 inches. So this being, usually it's 18 or so. Let me see here. It's usually like an 18 by 20 something. So 18 by 21 to 22 inches. It just depends on who cuts it. So with this particular cut, it's called a fat quarter because it's a fat quarter of a yard, because the squared amount of fabric you get is exactly the same. The difference is they give you 18 inches, which is a half a yard, and then they cut halfway down the line again, so that makes it a fat quarter. Okay, so if we wanted to do this with fat quarters, all I'm going to do is take it and fold it in half. Okay, you can press it really good. Line up that folded edge with the bottom. Okay, see how mine's not quite, it's kind of like I'm lining it up, but then up here it's kind of like bowing. So that's when you would take it to the iron and iron out those creases. Sometimes these fat quarters and so on have been on the shelf for a while and been folded and bumped and everything. So you just want to make sure you start with straight lines so you can finish with straight lines. Now this particular quilt block is so forgiving. It really is. So you don't have to be so meticulous about it, but I just want to show you guys the right way. Well, actually, it's not a right way, but a preferred method. Because there's really no right or wrong way to do things. There's just preferred methods and just things that make your life a little easier. And this is one of those things that make your life a little easier. So I've gone ahead and pressed it, and I'm going to go ahead and fold it. And I'm not going to crease it yet. I want to make sure it lines up. And it does. Now I'm going to crease it. So just that little bit of action took that bowing right out of that fabric. Just like that. Okay. And then now is when I would go ahead and do my sub cutting. So let's say I wanted to do it again. I wanted to do it the width of this particular ruler. I'm going to square up this side because you see over here it's not quite straight. Take it. You line it up like so. Take that little piece of thread out. Okay. So now I'm lined up with the 19-inch mark down here as well as up there. Hold it down. Straight down. Just like that. Okay. So now that this side is straight, now I can go ahead. Hi, Wendy. Hello. Now we can go ahead and line it up again. So what I like to do is line up my mark. I know this is kind of harder to see because this is green and this is green, but up here you can see the pink where it's lined up here, and then this is a 90-degree angle. So you're just going to hold it, do your cut, and then you just move your ruler down and continue to cut. So you would get you would get 3 of these cuts. So you would get 6 pieces out of this one fat quarter. And usually fat quarter bundles are either in 8, 12, or 24 packs. So the colors are already chosen for you. It's a great way to, if you've never really kind of quilted or never pulled fabrics together before, it's a quick, easy way to have coordinating fabrics together that are in the same line that you don't have to worry about trying to match. Okay, so now that I did that, say we went ahead and went all the way down, I'm going to turn my block, line it up with the line on the rule down here, okay, and then I'm going to trim it off again. And because this particular piece was already a fat quarter, it's already going to determine the length of my block because it can only be but so long, and I want to get as much as I can out of it. Okay, so then that would be that block. Okay, then I would do this with the rest of the fat quarter bundle. Now the great thing is with this fat quarter bundle you can get a really big size quilt out of this, because think about it, if you're getting 6 of these colors, 6 blocks times 24, you've got a lot of blocks. Ooh, sorry, I scared myself there for a second. Okay, so we've got blocks. Okay, now How about if you didn't want to do any blocks, you didn't want to do anything else, you just wanted to get to sewing and not really have to do much with cutting? Then that's where these jelly rolls come in. Jelly rolls are pre-cut strips at 2.5 inches. And they come in coordinates. So see how this all coordinates together? Right? So all of these are coordinates. It's a 2.5 inch. And all you would do with this is cut them at the length that you want them. So I would take these to the iron, press them out, and then do your sub cutting. So depending on how many of these, you could probably get 4 per strip if you wanted to be a little bit more frugal on your fabric. If you wanted to make them a little wider, then you could obviously do longer strips. But I like for a brick block to look kind of proportionate. So I wouldn't like, for me, now like I said, this is not like a hard fast rule, this is just a suggestion, but I would say that you don't want your block to be so much longer than the width of it, because then it doesn't look like a brick anymore, if that makes sense. So for this, I would probably do this times 2. So if this is 2.5, I would go at least 6 inches this way to make sure that it's proportionate. And I'm not going to cut up this jelly roll because I'm sure somebody will be looking for it during our summer camp when we have our quilting classes. Just, it's such a pretty jelly roll. Now the jelly roll I pulled from the class portion of things. And this has obviously been picked over and looked at already, so that's why it's not like perfectly lined up, but we just roll it as well as we can. It's not going to be the way it does in the manufacturing, but it's good. All right, so that's a jelly roll. So I gave you the options of either yardage, jelly roll, or fat quarter. These we did with yardage. Okay, and so here, okay, let's say this is going to be our block. So our block's 11 inches. It's kind of long for me, but you know, this is how she had wanted it done. So she wanted it, 3.5 by 11, and I was like, all right, that's fine, that's what I will do. So this is what it's going to be. Now, a couple of these I'm going to take out, like 2 per thing, just so that when we do our blocking here in a second, you'll understand why. But I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get 4 pieces from each bundle. That one's not as much as this, so I'm just going to get 2 of them. And that's the great thing about it, is that you could just use what you have. Like if you have a bunch of scrappy fabric and you're looking to do, hi Kathy, and you're looking to do something that really kind of like matches up a lot of times, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to do it like that. Okay, so that's there. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, and this is for a baby quilt, so we're gonna have plenty left over. It's not traditional baby fabric, but the 2, 3, 4. The mom wanted something that was that kind of tied into the heritage, so that one's not that many either, so I'm just going to do 2 of these. Okay. All right, so now I've got all of my pieces here, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different prints. Okay. Oh, that's great. Hi, Ayo. That's great, you got your order. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack 3 of these stacks together. Okay. Stack this 3 together. And then I'm going to do what our sub cutting. Okay, so the subcutting means I'm trying to make this block into 2 blocks so that it would be our end blocks, and I'll show you what that means. I'm just trying to line everything up. And you don't have to worry about it being absolutely perfect, like I said, because when we put this together, you can square it up and you can make the sides a little bit more even if you need to. It's a very forgiving quilt. All right, so since this is 11 inches, right, I'm going to cut it in half. So in half would be 5.5. So this is a 5-inch ruler. So, you know, I'm going to make them by 10 because I'm a rebel. Because you see how it's not quite lining up over here? Yeah, I'm going to just... Yeah, it's not quite. Well, it's almost there. Okay, so 5.5. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Okay, so since I have my fabric lined up with the line on the board right here on the on the table, I can go ahead and use my table to go ahead and make sure I'm at the 1/2 inch mark on both sides. Okay, hold it down. Boom. There we go. So these are our 1/2 blocks. Okay. Do the same thing with this one. And like I said, it does not have to be absolutely perfect because we are going to be trimming it off on the ends anyway. All right, so there we go. So now we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. And I'll try to get this written up for you guys and put a PDF on my website or on my Facebook group that you guys can do. Yay, I'm so happy you're happy. All right, so now we've got those. Perfect. So we've got our 1/2 blocks and our full blocks. Okay, so 2 1/2 blocks equals 1 full block. And you're going to see why that kind of is important here in just a second. Let me go ahead and set up my sewing machine so that I can have you guys come over here. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to wind a bobbin very shortly because I was bobbin dumping yesterday. Which is awesome, but at the same time, it's, I use up all my bobbins and then now I don't have one for the live. Oh, you're super excited. Hey guys, look. Luna's sleeping. That's what she does. If she's not there, she's like right underneath my table. So I'm happy that she's kind of a little bit out of the way. I love her, I love her, I love her, but she gets right up underneath my feet. All right, so let's see here. Nope, that's not gonna work. All right, give me a quick second. The magic of lives. That's the other camera that didn't quite do as well. Oh yeah, that's just so nice. There we go. Is that gonna drive you guys nuts? Because it will drive me nuts. There. There. Okay. How's that view, guys? Good? Okay. So at some point I may have to wind a bobbin, but hopefully not before we kind of get the gist of the quilt. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create one line with one row, and then after each row, then we're combining them together. But I'm going to do chain piecing. So chain piecing, I'm going to grab my different piles and put them next to each other. If you don't have a big workspace, you could use a small table next to you. Like I have a coffee table right over here next to me, and I'm probably going to do that, but we will see. Thank you, Melissa. All right, so here are my blocks. I'm gonna put them over here, so you guys can still kind of see them, but they're out of my way for here. And then here are my blocks for my end caps. So again, split these up by design. Okay, that one goes with that one. Okay, and then I didn't have as many of those, which is totally okay. Split it up. But once you see how we get going, it goes really fast. So you could do your cutting one day, sew your rows another day, and then do sewing your rows together the following day. So it could really be like a 3-day quilt. All right, so now these I will put over here. I'm gonna probably put these to the side because I can't work with it all over the place like that. Okay. Awesome. Now I know that I don't want these two blocks together, so I'm gonna take this one, actually take this one, and move it right in here. And that's it. That is literally the orientation of the blocks. It's that simple. All right, so now we're gonna put pretty sides together. So we're gonna grab one piece of each, right? Put pretty sides together. Okay, and then we are going to stitch like this. So I like to put this one on top of this one so that I know this is my first row. Okay, so I take it, so if I stitch here on the right side, then the one on the bottom ends up being my first block on the row. Okay, let's get to piecing. Just like that. Now I'm going to grab this one, pretty side up, this one, pretty side down, and stitch. You don't have to back stitch. So I've already done this one, so now I'm going to go back to have this one and then one of these. Okay. I'll make sure that's right sides together because sometimes, yeah, that's right sides together. Sometimes it's a little harder to tell with these African prints. Okay, so that is our first row. So our first row is 6 pieces. Okay, so this is our first row. Now, what you can do is just take it, and I like to just move it up just a little bit. and then just leave it there for a second. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and continue doing each individual row. So I like to do all of these and then do the next piece. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start with an end cap. Okay, so the end cap for me, since I've already done this one and this one together, I don't want my end cap to be this one or this one. So for me, I'm going to start with this purple one, which would have been this block here. Okay, so I'm skipping this block and I'm going to this block. So I'm going to put pretty sides together. So this side, if you have anything that has writing, you put that to the left because we can trim that off later. And put this one together. Yep, pretty sides together. Line it up and sew it down. Okay, so this is our first row. Okay, so when we start with a end piece, we're going to finish with an end piece. All right, so now we're going to go to this one up here because we've already done these two. So now we're going on to the next one. So the next one is this one and this one. Pretty sides touching. Is it pretty simple so far, guys? Hopefully it is. Okay, after we get these two rows done, then I'll show you what we're doing next. Okay, so now we're going to go to this one, right? Because we got 1, 2, 3, and then these we had 1, 2, 3. Okay, so good. So 1, 2, 3. This thing's got fuzzies on it. All right, so 1, 2, 3. And so this one, I'm going to do a half block. Okay, so again, this would have been the next one. So I grabbed that one. That's not that one, it's this one. It's the purple one. Pretty sides together. Okay, now I'm going to cut this here, and I know that this is my first row. Okay, this is my first piece here, and if you wanted to, you could put a pin on the one that you know is the starter. I'm not, because I can see it right here. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this one off and then this one off. Okay, so now that we've got this first one, now I'm going to do the second one. So now I'm going to attach the second, what we call block. Okay, and I'm just finger pressing right now. Just finger pressing. I'm pressing it also one direction. Okay, so then now, hold on, because this is the next block. Okay. So yep, so my seam allowance is going that way. So now I'm going to put this one on top of this one because this is the second one. Go ahead and put that together. Okay, I'm going to take this off and put it to the side for just a second. All right, so now we've done that. Now I'm going to take it off. You don't have to take it off because you can literally keep going, but I just want to show you guys. Okay, so now this one is finger pressed that way. That's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and then this is 5 and 6. So now we're going to take it, open it, like so. And then remember, this is the last one because we came back to it. Because it's 5 pieces, but we wanted 6 to make it even. Yes, they do all complement each other. They're different, but they complement each other very well. All right, so again, I'm pressing it that direction. So then this row is done. Okay, we'll go on to the next row. So we had already cut the next row. Okay, so we started it with this block, and now this second one I'm going to put all my seams going that direction. And it doesn't really matter because none of these seams are going to match up. Just to let you know. In a second I'll show you they're not going to match up. Okay, and then I'm going to open this one up. It's a good habit to get into though. And I'm going to put this one on top of this one. Okay, and then this is what I mean by you don't really have to take it off. You could just put this one down. Open it up and take this one and put it on top. See that? So you don't really have to take it all the way off. You could still continue to chain piece. That's what it's called. What I'm doing right now is called chain piecing. There we go. Okay, so now we have our 2 rows. So this is row number 2 and this is row number 1. So row number 1 and number 2, okay, I know it's kind of hard to to tell because it's so long, but give me a quick second here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and put it on top of this one, and we're going to stitch it down. And you see how I was saying that none of the pieces are going to nest. None of them are going to be matched. You don't have to worry about doing any points with this. If you wanted to, you can pin. I've been doing this long enough that I could just kind of line it up, hold my finger there, act like the pin, and just go. I'm not pulling on it. I'm just slightly just letting it take the machine, let the machine take the fabric. So you don't want to pull on it to stretch it. You just kind of just want to lay it and then just put your finger down. Okay. And like I said, because none of these seams are nesting, see there's a seam right here, it's not having to make, hello Grandma, hi Michelle, hey Wendy. Was one of the first quilts you made, Wendy? Yeah, it's pretty simple. And it's very forgiving. Like if you oops up and put a block on the wrong side, it's not the end of the world. Because none of them match up anyway. Preston, wow, hello. Oh, I guess I did an extra one that I didn't need to on this side. I thought so, but... See, it's no big deal. If you put an extra one in, just take it off. I thought the first one looked very long, but I was very confused. So, it's alright. Now here I could do one of two things. I can either take this one off or add another one to this one. I'm just going to take it off because it's not even a half block, it's a full block. Okay. Now we're going to press it open. So you're going to take this, open it. hold and press. Just kind of make sure it's all going the same direction. Hold and press. Hey, I'm making your quilt. I'm making your quilt. Yeah. Already started. All right, now we can iron it. Oopsies. I forgot I had the thing next to it. Down went Fraser. There we go.
Hey, Luna. Saying it wasn't even you.
It wasn't even her that time.
It wasn't even you.
It's because this table's so close to me. There you go.
Girl, if that was me, my computer would have been done, finished.
It would have been done and finished?
Yeah. Come on, Luna. You're not getting my food.
Uh-oh.
You're not getting my food.
You want to get her foods. Sorry, guys.
Oh, I know.
I forgot that it had the chair so close to the
another
table.
baddie.
Okay.
Move, Luna. Move, Luna. Give me that. Give me that.
All right, so I'm just pressing right now, guys. And because I did the finger pressing, it made it so much easier. All right, see that? Now, this is what I was telling about at the ends. We're going to end up having to square it up anyway because we have pieces with short bits at the end. Okay, so there we go. All right, let's do another line. All right, so now we're going to take this and put it to the side and work on some more rows. Okay, so let me see here. This is when it's really handy to have this laid out next to you somewhere, so I'm going to put it on my cutting table. I used to do this on my kitchen table all the time. So we stopped with the purple. All right. Can you guys see? Maybe? Maybe. I'm sorry, I'm giving you guys like vertigo today. I'm trying to get you guys close enough, but yeah, okay. All right, can you guys see me now? Timber! Yeah, I did go timber. Did I? Did the live stop? Okay, you can see?
You might be happy to know it's even smaller.
Okay. I don't even know if they can stick. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, good. Okay, hopefully I will remember not to scooch back. All right, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, so now we're gonna start with this one. We can start with this one again because, no, this was the end block. We'll do that one. We'll do this one is gonna start us, and then this one's gonna go on top of that one. Pretty sides touching. What are you getting into, Luna? She loves boxes. Oh, that one goes with this one. Hello. Oh. No, it doesn't. Okay. I get so confused sometimes. But some of these are just very similar that I'm like, I think this one goes with this one. Oh, it doesn't though because of the shapes. Okay. Okay, pretty sides touching. Bottom one is going to be the one on the left. 2. And then one more. This one and this one. All right. There. You guys can kind of see. I'm trying to do so that I'm not bumping myself so much. Okay. Which one? Where's okay? That's the bottom. This is the top. Okay. I'm going to flip it this way. Okay. So that's a row. So now I'm going to do a half block row. So when we stopped with this one here, so we can start with this. Let's start with this block. This one was actually on the fold. Go figure. Okay. Start with this one. Then we got this one. Yeah, and that's the right side right there. Okay, and then this one. I think I'm gonna change this up. No, I can't because then that's the same. Oh, this doesn't matter. All right, and this one. Then one of these with a half block. And it doesn't have to be an even number. It could be an odd number. I just like to finish it with an even number. Okay, so now we can go take that off. Take that one off. And do it again. Okay, so up, get the last one. Like that. Okay. And that is our third row. Put that to the side and grab the other one and do it all over again. Okay, so we started with this one. Okay, started with that one. Press it. There's no matching seams. There's nothing else, so it's really like fun. And make sure you guys can see me because On my laptop it died. Okay. And then voila. See that? Now we can do it all over again. As we get started with this one, which is this block, line it all up. This is like quilting season around here. I did it again. So I guess I only need 5 on the first round. Okay. Okay, so modification. 5 instead of 6 for the first round. Press it. All right. So now we have rows 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, and I can go ahead and put those together. And how we know which one is the top row, because remember we started with the straight, I will talk someday. We started off with a full block, not a half block, right? So that it's gonna be full block, half block, full block, half block. So now I can put these two together and keep it going. And it just comes together that easily. I'm checking to see which way this seam is going because I don't want this seam going like this and then it just kind of gets a bunch right there. I ran out of bobbin. Bobbin. I told you I was probably going to end up running out of bobbin. I've got enough on there to maybe do a few more rows. Because I've got a lot of empty bobbins right now. Because I did bobbin dumping. So on the long block row, just add to the right. Correct. And on the right hand side of the full block row. Correct. Thank you. That was our delivery guy. Or woman. Delivery person. Yes, you could do it like a jelly roll race, for sure. See that? So this length here is how wide our quilt is going to be. And then the amount of rows that I do is how long it's going to be. So this is actually pretty long for a baby quilt. So I'm probably going to end up having to do this almost like a jelly roll. Because she wanted it to be like 45 by... Yeah, I may have to do that. Yeah, we'll see. I may just end up cutting it down a little bit, but... Oh, nobody said that the bricks had to go sideways. They can go this way. I'll ask her. We'll just keep making... We'll keep making rows and rows and rows and rows. Okay, so we ended with this block here. So we're going to start with this block. Yep, start with this block. Okay, pretty side up. Pretty side down. Oh, my needle came unthreaded. I kind of got wacky over there too. Okay. So we did that one and that one. Now we're going to do this one. Pretty side up. And this one. Pretty side down. Okay, and then this one, right by itself, gets attached to this one. Because remember how I always have to take off that last one anyway? This is going to have it that I don't have to do that. I mean, I can literally just go ahead and finish the row. so I started with this one. We finished with this one, so now the next block, half block, is going to be that one. Half block. Okay, so half block. And this one, pretty sides together. I love that there's no like direction to this print, so there's no left or right or up and down, which makes it so much easier to just cut and keep going. I almost say try doing geometrical or like anything that's non-directional when you're working with your first quilt. It will make your life so much easier, just like if you were making some clothing. No plaids, no lines that have to line up, no directional fabric is the best way to go. Especially when you're first getting started. That. And that. That one, take this one, put that one there, and you just keep going. See that? Just like that. Okay, and then I knew I started with this one on the right, seam side up. Now imagine, if you would, if we have done the 6 by 8 inch or the 6 by 10 inch squares, like blocks. Imagine that. That would have been so much wider, not as thin as blocks, but that's okay too. And you see how if you're just working with 2 at a time, it's a lot less intimidating. You're just adding to the next one and then add to the next one. Okay, press it. I like to press it with a dry iron first and then steam it. But like I said, these are suggestions, not hard, fast rules. Okay, so now take it and open it up again, okay? And remember, this is our first row, this is our last row. So now we're gonna do something a little different because I'm gonna flip it. Okay, and I'm flipping it so that way I can sew on this side. Okay, and remember that we have the end block being, or half block being our second row, so we could just kind of line that up right there. We're going to be trimming a lot of this away anyway, so it's totally okay. So again, I'm just going to open lots. I'm so sorry. Ooh, shoot. Okay, don't you guys have to work on your skit? Well, how about this? Take Luna out, or you and your brother take Luna out for 15 minutes. You can have a snack, and then you guys can start it off that. Okay? Yeah, but she hasn't gone to the bathroom in about an hour. Yeah. She scarfed it down when she got here. So that's what it's looking like now. So already we've got 6 rows. We're like 40 minutes in, I guess, right? I don't even know anymore. What about 40 minutes in, because I took about 20 minutes to explain the cutting and all that stuff. So 6 rows in. Now, what I'm going to do for myself is I'm going to put a pin at the top corner and set this aside. And then I'm going to continue to do it like 6 and 6, because I'm running out of room for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. So as long as I can visually see what I'm working with over there, then okay. All right, so now we've ended up with this as the half block, so we're going to start with this one. Okay. Yep, this is the right side up. Yep, right side down. Okay. And we'll do another 2 set, another 2 set, and just keep it going. So right side up. Yep, right side down. Okay, and then this one do the next row. Okay, so we finished with this block, so we're going to start with that half with this one. Okay, just put her crate then. Ran out of bobbin. Alright, so I'm gonna have to wind the bobbin. It's inevitable. Okay. My bobbin dumped yesterday. So. Mayday, mayday!
It's not maybe. It's not maybe. It's
Well, you should have seen it earlier. Earlier, I like literally knocked the entire YouTube video on everything down because I forgot it was so close to me, and I had scooted my chair back, and everything went flying down. Sorry guys, my phone started ringing. Okay, so let me see if I can. There we go. I'm trying to have it that you guys aren't so close to me that I have to worry about bumping you guys again. What's that?
huge Frito.
A huge Frito?
Yeah.
Didn't you say that yesterday?
Yeah, this one is smaller than the other one.
Here, can you put that over there? Make sure it doesn't fall completely. Okay. But the good thing is, at least this, for the quilt with the rose bee, vertical or horizontal, it could be either way. I want them to be horizontal. I'll ask Miss Angie what she prefers. That's correct. A block can be multiple pieces or just one piece of fabric. So I have done quilts with just charm packs, and those it's considered, you know, a one piece, or you can consider that a block. So or 10 by 10s or 15 by 15s, that's considered a block. Yeah, so this is a block because it's its own individual piece that I'm using to put rows together. A block can consist of 4 pieces to make it a block, or one single piece. So just for the, just for ease, I'm saying it like that, but I could say this is just one piece. Okay, And then this one with this one. Then, oh no, I was supposed to have that one be the half block. Darn. This one was supposed to be a half block. That's okay. I cut it in half. That simple. You're right, because that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. The winding of the bobbin got me kind of confused for a second. Okay. Gonna iron and seams. I think the music is putting Luna to sleep.
Well, after you let me start putting her down to sleep once, you did not believe me because she was tired.
That's true. Oh, I put that one on the wrong side. I needed to put that on the other side. Ah, that's all right. You know why it's all right? Because as long as it's the same length, that's all that matters. This fabric is so busy anyway. And it might actually help break up some of that stuff. All right, so oh no, because that's gonna get a seam right there. Let's see if I start from this side. No, no matching seams, no matching seams. The biggest thing is I just don't want any, yeah, that seam's matching there. So I'm gonna have to flip that. Darn. Well, because I put 2 of the things next to each other. That's all right, guys. See? This is the easiest thing you could do, is just seam rip it. Not that one. I'm hungry. Hello, Shanova. How's your day going, sweetie? I think I'm getting hungry, and that's why my mind is just like not working. Sierra, can you go get me a snack? Just get me a quick snack so I can bring my sugar levels back up. I had lunch and I had breakfast. but I'm hungry. Okay. Okay, so just like that, see? No biggie, this needs to be at the end. I sew it right here. Okay. You know, I remember saying, someone tell me that it's kind of madness to do quilts because you cut it all up to just sew it all back together. Thank you. Okay. So that one's done. Now I can work on 2 more, and then 2 more, and then see what we got. Because this is supposed to be a baby quilt, like a crib size. Thank you, Shanova. Okay, so we left off with this block. We started with this block. So the next one's this one. Okay. I'm running out of these, so I'm probably going to have to switch it just to the black and white. And I think they were really the same block. They just had different sections, but I don't know. do a half block. So did I use the last one? Or did it fall? It fell. I think that's the pretty side. I just want to hear. Oh, wait a minute. I almost boo-booed. It's this one with a half block. And I have food in my system now. But it hasn't kicked in yet. All right, Sierra, you and your brother have to work on your stick because your dad's going to be here to pick him up.
Last thing here with you.
Yes. Okay. See, we got 2 more done. Just that fast. And the great thing, like I keep saying, is no matching seams. A jelly roll race would be amazing as well. What you looking for, sweetheart? Tori, did it kick me off? No, okay. Tori was messaging me. I must be very popular today. very, very popular today. Here we go. I can't even imagine what time it is. Where Tori is right now, because it's probably like early. But she's an early bird and I'm a late bird. And that's just how it works. The pencils are rattling. It's 6:30 a.m. in Queensland. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. I'm sure it's close to that time early in the morning. And she's up and going, man. It looked like she was in her laser room. It looked like she was working with her lasers. Good morning, Lynette. Thank you, Wendy. All right. Making sure I'm not bumping the camera again. All right, 2 more, and then we are going to figure out what to do next. All right, so we ended up with these as the end block. So let's do this one and this one. What babies? She's like, I'm not tired anymore. I've slept for a little while now. Good afternoon, Lynette. How is your day going? Wonderful, I hope. That was a different block, I guess. In a minute. This one goes on this one. All right, sugar, just a second. Just fine. I'm home from Heartwood and Hyde early. Oh, are you? Is it slowing down for the Christmas season? Not sure? Okay. I know for me it slows down a lot during this time of the year. Alright. Did that. Did that. Alright, now next row with the half blocks. So I started with this block, so it's going to be one of these. I'm going to do it as one of those because I can. Okay. So this one to this one. This one. Judy Shred. Okay, and then this one to this one. No, I'm so sorry. All right, hold on. Let me get Sierra. Sierra! Can you have your brother take Luna out? Okay, so this one. I'm doing it with me. Can you have your brother take Luna out? Or both of you together, however. All right, let's do this. Last week was really busy. Yeah. I bet it was busy last week. That's when like the starry box went out and everything. Okay. Thank you, love.
Smack down! Ow!
Hey.
What? It's not her. It's my toe.
Oh, your toe?
What do you say hey for?
Because you said smackdown, so I'm like, what is going on?
Smackdown usually means pay for me.
Oh. Okay. Half block, full block.
Serious pain with my toe.
I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. So I still have not opened up my starry box. I'm just, like I tell Shanova, I want to be in a good headspace to open it, like, and just really enjoy it. And I've just been really busy with the puppy and kids and life and running errands, working on orders and different things. So I just haven't had time to actually open it when I'm here and I'm like, okay, you know. But I really enjoy watching Shanova open up all of her advent calendars. If you guys haven't seen Shanova's channel, that's So Nova, go over there and watch the opening of the advent calendars. Because that's like something she does like every year now. I think it's going to be like an annual thing. The advent calendar lady. It's really fun. Sandra, I have ordered 2 lights from you that you sent Tori for her. I have been looking for lights for my cylinder arm machine, and that's very dark corner of the store. That is awesome. Yeah, I have one on my cylinder arm too. What do I?
Should I have her come with me?
Sure.
Okay.
As long as you're not fussing with her, okay? press it. Yeah, my cylinder arm is very dark too, and it doesn't come with like a light. It's harder to put a light on the throat area anyway. Like, because I have this one here too, and it's still so dark. And I've been using that light for over a year now. I wanted to use it, put it up on the industrials in the other room, really get a good feel for that light before I started advertising it. And Tori's the one who really like was an advocate for me to do it, because she does she still want to go out?
No, she wants to come in here with you.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready for you. Okay.
Okay. Hey, babies.
Uh,
Hey, babies.
you mind if I get some chips before?
Okay, have a snack. So Tori's the one who convinced me to just go ahead and do the pre-order. Because I was like, I can't really afford to buy all the lights retail, because that's normally what I do. I do everything retail. And you know, this time of the year it's really hard for me, because we don't have any classes going on right now, so the only thing that's sustaining me right now are online orders, and then custom orders, because I don't have classes right now, because it's hard for people to commit to classes during the holidays. So our class schedule goes down to nothing really. So classes wise, we're not busy, so therefore we're not making money on that end. And it's a blessing that I have my own building, and it's a blessing that, you know, I have the room for classes and everything, but you know, it comes at a cost, so I have to obviously keep myself working on different things. I was telling my friend Monica yesterday, because she came in to help me organize my table and everything so that we could do the live today. I was talking to her and I was like, maybe I should do like a quilt block, like a quilt of the month kind of thing, and do like a block a month and get people together and do it like that. And then also do it virtually. I could do it virtually, but I would limit it to how many people, because I want to be able to do it like through Zoom, where people can come in and talk and ask questions and show me what they're working on, and show me to make sure that it looks right. And I think that more than 20 people would probably be very very loud, and just, you know, and I want to make sure everybody gets attention. But I don't know, because I don't do any of that kind of stuff, so I'll have to get with Shanova and ask her how does she do her Patreon, you know, lives and stuff like that. Maybe I can sit in on one and see. Oh, and Brandy, I know Brandy does it too, so maybe something like that. Okay. So now we have 3 sets of 6. We have 3 sets of 6. I'm going to take these, put them aside, because this will make a ginormous quilt if I keep going. Okay, so there's that. I'm just going to lift my foot up and put that down. I'm going to grab another one. So, oh no, it's just 2 rows of 6. Oh, sorry. All right, and then I have my pin. What I did. Did I lose something? Watch out. Nope, 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 nope. We're not doing that, babies. Scooch back. All right, so I remember when I started, oh yeah, it is. It's right there. I just blended it. This is going to be the top of my quilt. So I'm going to have this one attached to this. So this is a half block attaching to a full block. Okay. And just line it up as you go. Yeah, those lights are amazing. I'm very happy with them. That's why I went ahead and did the pre-order. Very happy with them. Ned pretty much told Tori to go ahead and like no, go ahead, do the pre-order. Oh no, this is not right. This is not right. Hold on. Too many seams are lining up. Oh, that's why there's two half ones together. I needed to put it on this side. Okay. See? I make mistakes all the time. You got to become friends with your seam. It's your seam ripper. Excuse me. Went out. Hey, baby girls. Luna is like... I don't know what happened to my camera angle there for a second. I don't remember bumping it, but maybe I did. I want to get one that kind of comes out from the wall and looks straight down. I think I'm just going to end up getting like some piping from Lowe's or something and try to make that happen. Okay, so that one goes there. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. Ah, I threaded it on the first try. That's something to say yay about. Win for me. My son made Luna a toy a couple days ago. She kept messing with the bubble mailer from Amazon. And because she just likes the sound of it. So I took a piece of the quilt, the sandwich that I did for the practice. I wrapped it around it and I told him just to sew it together so that she couldn't get to the bubble wrap. Girl. Luna. Move, girl. Come on, babies. Sit back. Oh, she keeps bumping, y'all. She wants my attention. And so now she just loves to just make the crunchy sound. She's good. Just chews on it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Thank you for reminding me, though. Ugh. I need to plug in my phone. It's gonna die if I don't plug it in. Luna! Step back, baby. Oh, guys. Okay. Yeah, you got your stove? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we've got that. We've got that. Yeah, you gotta love them. She's a puppy. She's a puppy. She's still learning. All right, guys, look at that guy. That is big. So this is probably as wide as we want it, and maybe as long as we want it. So it's probably going to be more of a vertical one, because see that? That's about 45 inches, maybe less. I have a ruler somewhere. Sierra, can you tell me if there's a measuring tape up there?
It's really small.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I want to measure
Fill the
this.
trash can.
I just want to measure it and see how long it is. 31. Okay, so it's 31 inches, and she gave me this batting here, so she wants it to be 35 by 45. So that's pretty cool. All I need is like a couple more inches, so I'm thinking of just maybe if we can do like a border fabric would really be cool. Sierra, can you have Miss Angie come here for a second so I can ask her about what she wants? All right, so let me turn you to me. Hi, guys. All right, so I wanted to show you guys my shirt today because my friend Nicole bought me this shirt, and it's my favorite shirt. I wear it every week. It says, "There's nothing I can't do except reach the top shelf." I love it. We're trying to make sure you guys can see it because it is a delay back here. Yeah. Nicole from New Moxie bought me this shirt, and I love it. It's one of my favorites. All right, client consultation time. Is she coming? Hey, go. She's gonna butt my camera again. All right. So you don't have to come in front of the camera. You could be on the other side, but they're seeing me. Okay, so right now it's measuring 30 inches this direction.
Okay.
So it's vertical.
Okay.
If you want it horizontal, all I have to do is cut it in half, and then, no, you want this, okay?
That's fine.
Just like that.
Looks good.
It looks good. So I was thinking we could do a border, like a 2-inch border around it. So do you have anything that I can make a 2-inch border with, like a solid that would go really well with this, or even another kente fabric?
Yeah, I bought some for some choices. I didn't know what I wanted.
Okay.
But I like busy, so.
I know you like busy. You like busy. All right, so she's going to get those. And then literally what we're doing is just going to create a border. Okay. I'm going to take you over to the cutting table, and then I'm going to show you guys how I measure out for a cutting, for a border, to know about how much you're going to need for a border. Okay, and then we'll straighten out these edges here. I'll show you how I do the straightening out the edges. Luna's over there having so much fun. All right, so let me do that. Hold on. Let me get caught up.
She fell.
Okay, so let's take you over to there. Give me a quick second.
One.
You got a safe one, okay.
And a not so safe one, but I think the not so safe is not gonna work.
Okay.
Because I was trying to use what I have instead of buying more.
This is for binding.
Yeah, this is safe.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, that's safe.
Okay.
And
I would do the purple binding to kind of like pop this off because there's not that much of that.
okay.
And I think that would really like make the pull out the pot because all this kind of blends in with what's there.
Yep.
So I like the purple.
I said safe. See, that would be safe.
Yeah.
And this would be pie.
Yeah. Yeah, I say this for
The back.
the back. Okay, and then you're going to also do this for the border.
Gotcha.
Okay? Because then you add like
Mm-hmm.
4 inches. If I do 2.5 inches all the way around, it adds more to it. And then I can trim it up if I need to. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing. She's already got the pre-made binding. She already made her own binding. How long ago?
Who knows?
Who knows, right? All right, so I'm going to show you how to square up this quilt, and then we can do from there. Yeah, that's really awesome. All right, so now that we've gotten all of it together. She's so funny. All right, so what I like to do is take it and fold it in half. No, no. She's attacking my fabric. All right, so fold it in half. Really make sure it's nice and flat, or as flat as possible. Okay, just really make it nice and flat as possible. All the way, and then fold it in half again. So I'm quartering it. And the center mark is that center seam that I put those 2 6 units with. So right here, okay, on this side here is the join, the 2 middle joins, right? And then you see all of this stuff here is just kind of like scraggly and everything, but right here it's pretty even. So that is great. That means I actually did something kind of cool with actually, where did I put that ruler? Is it
right there?
no, this one. My acrylic ruler. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, sorry guys, I'm just slapping this thing around everywhere. I'm gonna line this up, the line on the table, just like I did before. And I'm going to square this up. So I know that there's a lot of like little jagged edges. So right here at 17 is the smallest one. So I'm going to take it down to 16. So I'm going to line up here at 16. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my other ruler because this one's not long enough. Let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see. You can see that? Okay. We're down just a little bit. Okay. So because it doesn't reach all the way, now I'm going to do my 15-inch mark. Because it doesn't reach all the way, right? I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to line it up. Well, that one's too long. This is why I have so many rulers. And line this one up with the 15. Like so. And then that way I know that this is straight because it's all butting up to each other. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Okay, I'm making sure this is straight. Once I make sure this is straight, I move this one out of the way. It's just as a security measure, just to make sure it's straight. Cut. Then when I'm going to stop, I'm going to slide the ruler up. Okay, and what I like to do is kind of peel this back a little bit and make sure that my ruler right here is lined up straight and it continues to go onto the 15. So that will make the entire cut straight. Okay, so that is trash. And then that is a squared up. There it is, squared up. There you go. So now to add the border. So to add the border, we're going to measure the width and the length. Okay. So I always like to do my my longer ends first, and then my short ends. See, Miss Angie left her phone here, so I don't know if she's gonna need her phone. So let's measure it. And this is something I got from Fat Quarter Shop like years ago. Because I used to get their subscription box. But I'm not a fan of it. Because you just never really know what you're getting. And it's like you have to do it for like so many times. Like it's, I don't know what to tell you. Alright, so this direction is 30 3/4. So 30 3/4 this way. Okay. And then if your ruler, your measuring tape is not long enough, you can obviously just add it together. Hey babies, did I mess with you? Oh, and that's another thing. The other thing didn't have a 0, 0. Okay, so let's go 0. So there's 20. And 28.5. So 20 plus 28.5 is 68.5. And how big is that padding? I think I might have to take off some stuff.
Watch out.
45. Oh yeah, I gotta take off 20 inches. Oh Lord. Hi babies. Hey.
Watch out.
Okay, so it's too long. All right, so it's too long. So no. No, you can't get that. So it's too long. So what I'm gonna do is fold it in half and then cut off.
Down. Down.
She's
Goodness.
She is
What
getting
is up
into
with you?
everything today. She's like, I want my mommy's attention.
Oh no.
So I think it's been pretty much established for me what end I'm going to take the 20 inches off of. Because Luna grabbed it and ripped it.
You know what you did wrong. You know you did something wrong. That's why you're looking at me like that.
Yeah, it's exactly right there at the 20-inch mark. That is hilarious.
Maybe she should be the one sewing.
Yeah, maybe she should be sewing. She's so intuitive. Okay, so I'm not going to get rid of this. I'm going to make a pillow or a pillowcase to go along with it. So then that way, she's got a little matching pillowcase along with her thing. All right, so I'm just measuring, getting everything lined up. Trying to make sure this is also lined up. Did Daddy come get Dwight Jr. already?
No.
Did you guys finish with your skit?
I think so.
Okay.
At the very least, we did as much as we could think about. And you say she's not a destroyer.
Oh, she's a savage.
Hello?
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. Let me do both.
Okay, cut that. Daddy's coming to get him. All right. All right, so this we're gonna make maybe even a travel one with it because that's a pretty big piece. All right. There we go. That's a small one. This is a small quilt, I guess, because it's a little tiny crib one.
What did you do?
She did something. All right, so I did that.
No, this is a trash can.
So I know that one side needs to be 45 and the other one needs to be 36. So this side here is measuring 24 plus 8, 32, right?
Oh, what?
24 plus 8, 32. I think so.
24 plus 8.
Yeah, I think
As
so. 'Cause
a long arm quilter, I always measure 3 places of the long side from top to center. Divide that by 3 of your straps. Oh, thanks, Lynette. All right, so let's do our strips for our borders. Our border strips and our backing is going to be from this. So,
whoa! What was that? Hey, no! What?
she's trying to play with you and you're distracted, so that's what she does to get attention.
I tried playing with you. You didn't want to play with me before. And now
Excuse me, Sarah.
Okay.
No.
You
Come
sit.
back here.
Sit. You're trying to bite my finger off. You're trying to bite my finger off.
She's so dramatic.
I know, right? No. Get away. That is not for you.
She's attacking the fabric. Okay.
That is not for you.
You can't have the fabric, babies. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna need 5 inches for 2 sides. So 20. I'm gonna cut 25 inches off of this. And I'm just doing an approximate because you're gonna see what I'm doing. And then you're gonna be like, what? Lynette knows what I'm doing.
Hey, no. Not my knee. My knee is not a chew toy.
Take her outside, sweetheart, and see if she wants to just play outside for a little bit. Sometimes she just wants to be out in that pole and watch trees.
Hey, no. Down. Come on, baby.
All right, so I cut that off so I could do my.
You want to go out here? Is that what that is?
I want to do my what you call it? She's really getting at it. She's like, I want to go. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to square this up and then do 2.5 inch strips. Low battery. Hold on, guys. Got so distracted with moving over. Yeah, no wavy edges. There we go. Okay, so get it as straight as you can. Move these back just a tiny, tiny bit. There we go. All right, so we're just gonna straighten up this edge. For me, it's gonna be past that 15 mark right there, just to kind of, and this is why we overestimate how much we need when I do that cut. Okay. That's awesome, Lynette. Maybe you need to come here and teach us some stuff. 2.5. And I need 4 strips. What are you looking for? It's over here if you're looking for that little green thing right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See, she's vocal when she's needing attention.
I thought we had a green one here.
That's not green?
Well, it is. I thought it was a different green.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so we need one for each side. Okay. All right. So now, and best press is like your best friend when it comes to this stuff, because you could just like spray it and keep it going. All right. So for the long edge, this is how I'm going to do it. Okay. I'm going to just line it up like so. We're going to stitch down this side, do the other long edge, square it up, and then do the other edges. So I'm going to do that at the sewing table, but let me get that straightened up for us to get over there. What happened? Okay. Hey, is Daddy here yet? No?
What are you doing?
I'm still on my live. And remember this piece here that we had that I cut off, right? This piece almost matches it. So I can really make something to go along with it, like a travel blanket maybe, to something to kind of cuddle with. So there we go. That worked out really well. Let me just wrap this together so I can do that later. All right, let me get my sewing table ready. Okay, so get this.
I'm gonna watch your live.
No, can you please move to your table, sweetheart?
Does this one have YouTube?
Make a runner too. Yeah, that's right. Could be making a matching runner or something like a bumper or something for the baby's room or something. Maybe a wall hanging or a couple of wall hangings. That could be neat. All right, let's see.
I know.
All right. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I'm going to grab my strips. Strips. Okay. Which is the long edge? This is the long edge. Okay. So start at a corner, one of the long edges. Grab your border. Just pressing that little bit of a crease out. And because it's an oversized one, I can kind of overhang it on each side and then cut it off. I think she wants to stay outside. She's trying to say something. But sometimes they like to play, honey.
No. I don't care if you want the shoe. You're not getting the shoe. Here, you can have this stuff. Don't
She's
care how much.
trying to get my shoe. Oh, again with the. Here we go. Sorry, guys. There we go. Oh, you have to make sure that it's, you just can't cut them and sew. Yeah, I can. I'm not that OCD. Thank you.
Careful, honey. No. You eat cords. You could hurt yourself.
What is it? No. She is bored. She wants to play.
I'm trying to have you cords, but Mommy keeps this place very messy. There are lots of things here that you cannot have.
Well, she can play outside in the yard.
What do you mean she can play outside now? I can't let her go, so I have to be on the leash all the time, and it's cold out there.
There is a hook on the ground in the front. Just, she likes to sometimes just sit there and watch the cars go by.
I'm taking you out. I am taking you out. Goodness.
Okay, so now to cut this, you can either grab your rotary cutter. I just like to just fold it on itself like that and then cut it. There we go. All right, now let's do the other side. Your backs are as pretty as the top. That's great. It's all about what you like to do. Right? And your comfort level too.
She saw me leaving, so I gave her kisses goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
And then just sat down. She's also very fascinated by geese.
Oh yeah, she loves animals.
Yeah.
Except for dogs. I think she's just scared of dogs. Because she's only known like her mom and her dad. So. Alright. Okay. Oh, there we go. Alright. So now again, you can overhang it or you can match it up perfectly however you like to do it. Like I said, there are suggestions, but there are no like hard, fast rules, like, you know, quilting police out there. Sometimes we are our worst critics. It's all about having fun. Letting go some stress. Having fun. I feel that sewing should be de-stressing, not stressful. So if you're always stressed when you're sewing, maybe you should try something different. Like if bags get you stressed out, you know, you could try your hand at like what they call like crazy quilts. Just start quilting stuff, piecing things together. And don't be so worried about how it has to look. Okay, do the same thing here. I find it's easier to cut it before I press it, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. Right. Now let's press it. There is a lot of ironing in quilting. Okay. Now we're going to do the other two sides. There we go. I know, she'd probably make some really beautiful stuff. Okay. At Wendy, yeah. I have to undo some quilt tops or send them back with detailed instructions before I will do a long arm quilting. I square up the quilts once it's quilted. Yeah, because it does kind of, so I made this about a ½ inch wider than I needed to be, just to make sure that if there's any wonkiness after we quilt that I can square it up again. But yeah, that's totally true. Right. Ooh, hello. Umpington House Lane. I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I did that one. I'm gonna press it. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Do the last side, and then we're done. And then we made a quilt top in less than 2.5 hours, maybe. And really, I probably made things like too long anyway. I should have probably like cut pieces down, but we get a two for one. We get a pillowcase or a travel quilt and a baby crib quilt. Now you can always reverse engineer your quilts so that you can guess about how big it's going to be before you go. She actually had bigger batting before, but then she just brought me the smaller batting, so. I knew I was going to have to cut some down, but I didn't know it was going to be that much. Because I was estimating for the 45 by 90. Which we were going to do more like 80. But that's okay. All right, let's press it. let me ask you guys now before I finish. Do you guys want to see how I do my quilt sandwich, or just go ahead and get off the live because it has been 2 hours. I'm okay either way. It'll take probably another 20 minutes to do it since it's just a small quilt, but it's up to you guys. Your wish is my command. I'm going to do a form of free motion quilting, yes. All right. So yes, show you guys. Okay, so give me a second because I have to make sure that I have a cord over there so it doesn't die on me. Because I have to do it in the other room where it's ventilated because the spray stuff here. This stuff here is pretty potent. So let me go do that in the other room real fast. I gotta make sure I have. Be right back, Sarah. Okay. Shoes on so she's not grabbing my shoes. And then we will walk you guys over here. Okay. For the quilting. All right, guys, let's get y'all moving to the other side. Let me cut my backing really fast. And I literally do it the same way I did before. Just snip and rip. Snip and rip.
My Belinda did. She ripped.
Yeah, she did. Alright, so that way, this way. Alright. Can you come help me? Because I'm going to need you to help me press the backing for me. Because you see how it's wrinkled?
Yes.
You do that.
Iron.
Yes, iron. Okay. Gonna take my stuff with me. All right, so we have the batting that she has provided. It's a crib size. It's a 34 by 45. The other one that was originally what we were going to work with was 45 by 90. So it's a little smaller. That's why we had to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put you guys down where you can see the table. There we go. Good. All right. Let me plug you in. Perfect. All right. So Sierra's working with the backing. Hello. And this is the quilt. Oh, look at it, Miss Auntie. It looks so pretty.
Yes, it looks good from here.
Yeah. I thought it would have the other batting, so I actually made it longer. So there's another piece that you can make like the pillow or something.
Yeah, but I accidentally was digging in the closet and found this smaller one.
Yeah.
This is perfect for his car seat, and that's what we wanted it for.
Yeah.
So I like that one. Maybe I'll make a neck roll or a pillow. Because he loved to sleep like that.
Yeah, maybe a travel pillow, like a neck
Yeah.
pillow.
Because his puller head.
Yeah.
He like wiggles wobbles.
Wiggle wobbles. Okay.
But I'm actually thinking about one I seen. It looked like a doorstop. You know, it's round on both sides.
Oh, gotcha.
So, you know, that's a new invention for us. A new creation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, almost perfect size.
Almost, yeah, but we're gonna be trimming it off a little bit anyway. Just
No,
to
but
make
I'm
sure.
just saying, you know, it's so close.
Mm-hmm. I'm good like that. All right, so we did that. I want it to overhang just a tiny bit. Thank you. Usually Sarah's helping me, but she's pressing right now. Go that way. Pull this thing. There you go. Okay. So now, hold on a second.
Put it on the table. Okay, you know.
Yep. And then we're just trimming off the excess on that side. So we have it hanging over by a couple inches up here. And then down there, the extra batting. I'm just gonna roll it really faster so we can see where it is. So the extra batting is right there. So it's right there, but I want a couple inches overhang. So I'm just gonna fold it like that. And I'm gonna borrow your scissors. Boom. Fold and cut. And look, that's just enough to do one of those neck roll pillow things that you're talking about. Perfect. Neck roll pillow. All right, so you almost ready, Sierra? Yeah, I like even like where that crease is. I'm trying to figure because it doesn't have to be quite that big. So see where that fold is right there in that middle where she hasn't ironed yet? I think that's all we need.
I don't think so. I think you need like a third of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because half is like 30 inches.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right, so while she's doing that, I'm just going to talk to you guys about this. So all I did was make sure my batting was a couple inches longer on the top and bottom. Usually you want it all the way around, but if it doesn't overhang on the sides, it's okay. You need to overhang somewhere to be able to kind of hold it and pull on it. It's a quilt sandwich. Center out. So you always want to go from the center out. Work with smaller quilts at first. All right. Here we go. Okay. We've got it nice and laid out. You almost done with the backing? It was pretty wrinkly.
Yes, it was, because I washed it.
Yes. She pre-washed her stuff. Lay it down with the part that's as much ironed as possible. Perfect. Lay it down. Let it overhang a little bit. So we have something to hang on to. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so now we're just gonna cut that off because we don't want all that extra over there. Just cut it right here. Over. No, no, over, right here. Right there, yeah. You wanna have something to be able to pull on. If I don't toss it. Sharp scissors. All right, so now we've got that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm taking this off for just a second and we're gonna start layering. So what that means is you can do this a couple ways. You can have somebody come help you and just kind of like push it out and do like that. And I'm gonna show you what I do a lot of times. I grab painter's tape. Okay, so I grab painter's tape, and then from where the painter's tape is, I push like that. And I just want to make sure it's nice and even. Okay, not any wrinkles, and then tape the other side. Okay, just tape it down. Perfect. So now this is nice and flat. Okay, oh, just like that. Right, that side over there is just a little bit because of the cut over here. Yeah, it's just a little bit extra for that cut area. Okay. Now these two, yep. You can do one on each end. And then down here, I have enough to just kind of pull on its haunch. Do you see that? All right, so that's there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the quilt batting on. And we're literally doing the same thing over and over and over again. Quilt batting down like so. Depending on the type of quilt batting you have, you might be able to iron it. You may not be able to iron it if it's a polyester, but just get it as straight as possible. Oh, okay. They're not. Mm-mm. These are pretty thick tables. Okay. I don't have my laptop on me, so I don't see if you guys are asking any questions. I'm so sorry. All chats. You feel like you missed everything? I'm sorry. You need overhang on the sides at least. That's how I do it. Yeah, I know. Batting is a little small, but I didn't want to make the quilt a little bit too small. So, okay. So just like that, or you can have these little clamp things. Just like that, we can clamp it, clamp it, clamp it. All right, clamp on that side. All right. Boom. Okay. So now that that's done, now we can put the quilt on. Yep. Just like that. Nope. We want to have a little bit of overhang, just as much as possible. There we go. Right there. Okay. No, we are really spreading this out. We really wanted to make sure it's nice and spread out before we start putting our basting spray on. So the basting spray is going to be amazing at keeping it down. But we need to make sure all the layers are flat before we start putting our basting spray on. So I like to do the batting onto the backing first, then the batting onto the quilt itself. All right, so we are in a very well ventilated area. You can undo those. Okay, so all we're gonna do is I'm gonna pull this halfway, spray, and then you're gonna spray, and then you're gonna do the same thing with the other side. Okay. Look away. Okay, now hand it to me. You're going to hold on to your side, and I'm going to pull. You see that? Okay, now you're going to do the same thing to your side. Well, it's about halfway, which is right about here. Yep, and it's a pretty good distance away from it. All right. You don't want it to dry.
I know. I just want it to be tacky.
And pull as much as possible. There we go. And pull out. Perfect. Now we're going to repeat the same thing with the quilt top. Okay, so we're going to pull the quilt top back halfway. Spray only on the batting. Like Miss Angie did. Pull, and I'm not going to start pulling until she holds it. See that? And I'm really making sure that it is nice and spread out. So I'm going to be cutting this down again because see how it kind of stretches and it gets wonky? I'm going to be cutting this again. So it's okay that it's not matching my batting everywhere. For me. For professionals, I can't speak for professionals. If you take it to a long armor, they want 3 to 6 inches all the way around. If you have someone to help you, perfect. If you don't, it's still doable. You just have to go around the other side of the table and use clamps. And use these little clamps to hold things. See, this is holding it. All right, so now this is ready. I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes to make sure everything is adhered and it's done. And then we will do the free motion quilting. I am not doing the free motion quilting on live. I did that last week, but someone asked me to show them how to make a really quick, fast, easy baby quilt. Boom. So I did that, but now I'm going to let it sit for a little bit, work on the other quilt that I have to work on, and then come back to this one and do the free motion quilting. I may do the binding live tomorrow, but I can't promise because I have a dentist appointment and they have to heavily sedate me for dental appointments. So I don't know what state of mind I'm going to be in, but there's the sandwiching. All right, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys hanging in with me this long. So in less than 3 hours, we did our piecing, our squaring up, our border, and sandwiching, which isn't so bad. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bye. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the little bell to make sure you guys get notified when I come on. Bye. Thanks.